I found that interesting, coming from Oklahoma State, last name Holiday, no relation.
Yes. Well, you had to look, though, didn't you?
Yes, absolutely.
And then we got Pittsburgh last.
I do. I think the dark magic is over. I think it's over. I don't think Mike Tomlin can just continually being that team that wins 9 or 10 games and makes it into the playoffs every year. It's done. It's gone.
He's won 17 years in a row.
Yep, it's not happening. The dark magic's done. This year, though, I've got to win 7 games.
Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was
lunch.
ready for lunch.
That has stayed true to form, hasn't it?
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Good evening and welcome to another. This is a cool, different episode of.
We're trying something new.
Now for something completely different.
Exactly. Right as we think we know what we're doing. Curveball. Watch this.
Yeah, we threw our own wrench in it.
We did. So yeah. First of all, PR man.
Yep. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. TikTok, we're always live on TikTok Wednesdays. Sometimes we've been Friday nights. You and me been gaming a little bit.
Yeah.
Farming.
A little bit of everything.
If Madden would work, that would be great, but
would
it's
be
not
great.
been good. Follow us on
John
Facebook. John Kuhn, yeah, the old throwback there. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, TikTok, we go live there all the time. We're getting lots of followers there, and we're posting our funny shorts as well and stuff like that. So hopefully there's going to be some merch soon. We are working on that.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Probably within the next few
future.
weeks.
Yeah. Well, we don't know when this is going to upload for you guys on Wabash, but
yeah, exactly. But there will be something in some format.
Yes.
Possibly
Yes.
get some of this cool swag right here. Yeah, that's right. And question: should I keep growing the beard? Ooh. My wife may not want that on there. She may.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're not stylists.
for me, when it gets too long, it drives me nuts. I got to keep it.
Used to, I could grow it out. But as I get older, I'm like, no.
Yeah,
And then,
like yours looks too long already for me.
It is. It is. Yeah, it is.
Anything above my lip drives me
I
crazy.
thought I could go till hunting season because I've told her, I'm like, it's warm. Like, you got to understand. And she's like, no, you're stupid. Well, she's right. But, you get, food in it. It's not great.
No.
So we'll probably shave it. But anyway.
Back on actual sports talk,
Yeah,
guys.
we,
We're doing something a little bit different. We each picked 10 NBA players that we watched that we've seen
have seen
some highlights of at least.
We
very good.
picked our 10 favorite NBA players, but we couldn't
overlap.
Yeah,
So
we did one
we
list at a
grabbed
time.
between the three of us collectively 30 NBA players.
Yes,
and we're going to
30.
kind of rank them cascadingly in tiers.
Yes, we're going to use the tier ranker website. If you guys have seen some of those videos, usually start S tier for, I don't know, GOAT is what I would say.
Yeah.
I think a G tier would be better, but it's S
That would make
tier
sense.
and then A, B, C, D, and we're going to rank our players into there.
Showstoppers.
Studley.
I didn't know where that was going until it came out. And now one thing too to remember, these are, I believe, favorites, not
the best. This is our favorite players.
Although if we
objectively,
some, you need to tell us we're stupid.
That's fine. We're used to it.
We just like interaction.
We like people. Hi. We're on TV. It's cool. So we'll go ahead and what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna bring
We're
up the computer.
My list. I've got the tier maker right here in front of me, and Alex is going to get us in the bottom screen, and we're going to show you my screen and what we're controlling.
Like you don't know what's going to happen on this one. That's what's fun. It's unpredictable. We're like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, so we're all going to see what I see here in a minute. Alex is going to get us hooked up.
So it's coming. It's coming. We're hitting buttons here, but let us know too. Like, I'm really not a big NBA guy, but I guess you'd say dabble in it, follow enough to know something. But if you guys have players you really like, want to throw out there, have a ball. I mean,
yes. This.
Whoa.
Oh.
Was that Michael Jordan or was that? Oh, we're not live, so this can be edited, right?
Yeah, it absolutely can.
Okay, it's gonna probably need it. I should probably.
It's gonna probably need it.
Probably just a little bit. Which now that stuff thrills already, I do want to learn on the editing some more. Other day.
Tier maker.
Yeah.
That was 2.5. Okay, so
I don't know how to get to presentation mode though.
It is in presentation mode.
just tell me when you're ready.
All right, we are good, I think.
It's not though.
Sort it out. It's all right. What do you need to do?
I need to get in presentation mode.
It is in presentation mode. What are you talking about? It is.
Okay. Well, earlier didn't show that.
Yeah.
Nah, I got
Are
it.
we good?
Okay.
We're good.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and jump in here and start naming players. And we'll
Yeah.
throw them up in tiers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So you can see us on the bottom right there.
Yeah,
gonna
we're
stop
still here.
Just top left.
Yeah.
And move on.
Yep.
So first one on our list looks like it's Allen Iverson.
The answer.
Not a game.
Not a game.
Talking about
Practice.
That's
Practice.
why I threw him on here. I was like, that is iconic.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Like, and honestly, he's a heck of a player. Like, I always root for those smaller guys. Yeah.
Smallest, I think he still holds the record for shortest and least weight. First overall
basically
pick.
smallest.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
overall pick of all time.
Gosh, was
Okay.
he out of Georgetown?
He was out of Georgetown.
He was just electric, amazing. I was, like, I was
19
thinking when you were saying that Muggsy Bogues, I had in
Ni-
my head you were saying
19
Yeah, I thought he was
1996.
going dunk contest. I'm like, nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
But he could dunk, right?
Yes, he
Not
could.
with authority, but he
Yes.
could technically dunk.
So he was the number 1 overall pick in 1996, aka one of the greatest drafts of all time.
Yes.
Nice. Would maybe the best crossover in NBA? Possibly?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There's some NBA numbers I got. Okay.
And one of the most influential players, I think, of all time.
Yeah. At one point in time, he held the single game steals record. I was actually, shout out to Ryan Vaught. I was at his house in Champaign, his parents' house in Champaign at the time, watching that game against the Lakers, where I believe he got 11 steals in one game.
My gosh.
And watched him break that record. Is actually on. We were up there for Thanksgiving or Christmas, one of the
that's
two. I
sound
can't
good,
remember
right?
which
Yeah.
one.
Holiday.
Probably
Yeah.
Christmas, if I
Yeah.
was guessing, with the NBA.
Yep.
The Lakers, that'd been a game back in the
Yeah,
day.
yes.
Ooh.
That was a finals at one
It
time.
was, yeah.
It was the finals where he stepped over Tyronn Lue.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's really going back.
Yes.
The Lakers won that, didn't they? 4-1?
Yes,
Is that
yeah.
right? Yeah.
AI's legendary scorer. He was an inefficient scorer, but he was legendary at it.
Checking him up. He's going to go in.
Yeah.
He was fun to watch. That's why I
So-
threw him on here. He was great.
So where we think we're gonna rank him
For
at?
me,
Well, this is kind of hard. Like,
I've got
Starting
him
off
somewhere right between the S tier and the A tier.
Well,
I waffle back and forth between them.
him
on those
not
two.
winning a title, honestly, I'm probably going A, but being the first one out, I'm like, I might end up overrating some
Yeah.
of these.
I'm thinking B.
Okay,
I could see that. Let's throw him B for now.
let's go
All
B.
right.
Let's go.
Let's
B.
go B for now. Because I was like, you know what? He was a part of that team, that 04 team that lost in the Olympics, right? Wasn't he one of the bigger members on it?
I don't remember.
I think he was on it. That puts him in that tier. There we go.
We'll go with it.
All right. Well, who we got next?
Next we've got Sir Charles,
The round mound of rebound.
the round mound of
Oh,
rebound.
man, rebound. Dude, his personality alone, I'm throwing him the S tier. Like, Sir Charles, dude, he's great. Like, I watched him some on, I love that documentary, The Dream Team. Or not The Dream Team, I'm sorry. What was the Bulls one?
Oh, Last Dance.
The Last Dance.
Yeah, just him talking about
Just
Jordan and the
honestly,
competition.
anytime he talks, because he
Yeah.
was very funny in the Dream Team as well.
He's got a
was,
much
yeah, I
improved
was
golf
like-
swing.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he just makes fun of himself, is what I think is
He
cool.
does.
Like,
Yeah.
he would be a guy I'd love to hang around. Like,
Yes.
just- oh my gosh, he's great.
All time personality.
And the other
Yes.
thing, like, from what he did on the court, like, honestly, you look at him, maybe I'm wrong on this, but how did he get so many rebounds and play that good? Like, he wasn't that tall.
He's very, very athletic
And smart.
and smart.
He was smart. Like, he knew where to be. Like,
And he had a booty.
and,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he would box out.
Butt in gut.
Yeah.
I love Sir Charles. I'm definitely A. I was like, he never won a ring, but I'm definitely A at least.
So, for me, I was going B because he never won
That's.
a ring.
I would rank him a little higher than AI.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's
But they're very
over
close,
AI.
and I'm okay with him being in the same tier. So I say
Okay,
B.
that's fine. That's fine. We can go
So
B.
we go
can
two
B.
Bs off the rack here.
Sir Charles.
We're taking him to B because as Tom Brady, suck on that, Chuck.
I watched that not very long ago. That was great.
Solid. I gotta give you that.
That was
That's very
great.
solid logic. Who we got next, guys?
CP3.
Oh man.
Another guy that has never won a ring as much as he bounces around
Oh
trying
my
to get one.
gosh.
He is. He's not
Yeah.
trying right now to get one.
Yeah.
He's-
I think he just went to Charlotte, didn't he?
No, he went to San Antonio.
San Antonio,
He's
that's
just
right.
throwing.
Throw hoops.
He's just
Went-
throwing
went
lobs.
throw hoops,
Yeah.
And he's great at it. I loved him back to his college days, Wake Forest. I've always been a big CP3 guy. Ah, man.
Now, should I mention what I thought of whenever you said him in Wake Forest?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
I got this necklace in here, the U of I. The only thing I think of him in Wake Forest is whenever U of I beat him, and they beat him handedly, and I thought, oh my gosh, this U of I team is going to be legendary. And that team is one of the greatest to not win a national championship.
It is.
They are very much up there. One of the greatest.
Illinois team all time?
Yes,
College
also
basketball?
that.
I thought so.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
Anyways,
great in
though,
college.
back
I
to
like that.
CP3.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Longevity, guys.
longevity. Lob City was one of the greatest teams to ever watch. Them and the Suns teams. We'll get to them later.
That's my guy.
We'll get to them later. Some of the most fun teams you could ever watch
They
on
were
a basketball
fun.
court.
When it came to postseason, it didn't translate very well, though,
Yeah.
Did they ever make it out of the second round, the Clippers?
Don't think they did.
I don't either.
They should have too. They were a way better team than that.
Yeah, they'd score 120, but they give up 130.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those deals. But he was fun. Ah, man, I don't know, guys. We're still
Guys,
at B.
he didn't win a ring, and someone's got to be at the bottom of this tier. I've got him between C and D.
The longevity, I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, how many? I don't know all stars where he's at. It's been a
Very,
lot.
very long.
I
Like
was
he's
still putting him.
he's got-
I'm putting everybody B, maybe C.
I
can go
say
I
C.
can go C. Yeah,
I say C.
Okay.
I can go C. I mean, I think there's one down the list. I'll put D that might be controversial, but we'll get there later.
Yep.
So who's next?
Dirk Nowitzki,
Oh gosh, dang.
the German.
For what he did, like changing the game, was
Yeah.
he probably one of the first Europeans to like make a huge impact?
So I watched a video on this. It starts with Sabonis, the original Sabonis.
Yeah.
He was the first one. If he would have made it to the NBA 10 years earlier,
Yeah.
I think he would have cut some championships out of the Bulls. I'm saying
that's
it.
crazy.
He was that good,
He'd have been Jokic. I mean,
except bigger and more athletic.
Very athletic, yeah.
whoa.
He
Whoa.
is.
I mean, you just a joker.
and he would have had something for early
Now,
Shaq
that'd
in
been
them
interesting.
too, because he
Very
was
interesting, 'cause the way game was played.
he came over. But anyways, Sabonis was the one who started it. Big,
Yeah.
tall guy, could shoot threes, pass. He was Jokic. That's what he
Yeah,
was.
yeah, no, that's a good
So
point.
and Dirk was in this video, and he's like, I got everything from Sabonis.
He's gotta
So that's
change
where
the
it
game.
started,
It's
and
like-
then.
Big
Yeah.
guys didn't shoot threes.
No.
They expanded it. Different dynamics.
And I love that the picture that I pulled up is of the fadeaway, one leg fadeaway,
Yeah,
the
iconic.
famous one.
So one of my favorite stories about Dirk is one that actually Charles Barkley tells about when he was trying to get Dirk to go to Auburn. So he basically says that he's trying to get him to come to Auburn, and Dirk is like, "I'm going to the military," blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And then Chuck says, "Man, you are 7 foot tall. There is not enough stuff for you to hide behind. There's not big enough bunk. It's like you don't need to be going to the military. Come on over to Auburn."
You booty gonna get shot. Come on, man. Don't be stupid. You don't get paid enough to get a bullet. Come on. That makes me want to put Charles in A tier. It really does. I love Charles. I'm telling you, Dirk, I honestly am A at least.
He's A.
I'm A.
Me as well.
solid A.
There's only a few players on this list that make S tier.
Yeah, Dirk.
There's three of 'em.
Winning that. I started to say Super Bowl. I'm sorry. NBA
That-
Finals against the Heat. Like, I'm not saying total one, basically. I mean, he beat Bosch, Wade,
Multiple
LeBron.
time MVP and just an
Yeah.
all-time
But
great
that was a playoff
player.
performance for the ages.
Yes.
Like, they had no business winning that in my mind, and to beat that three-headed monster, that puts him up there. That was
Yes.
huge. So I'm
Yep.
A for Dirk.
So
All
right,
let's do
let's-
one more before break.
Okay. Well, next up, I believe is this.
that is Julius Irving,
I thought it was
Dr.
Dr.
J.
Dr.
Okay.
J.
Dr.
Ooh,
J.
man, this is
So-
like before.
This was one I put on the list.
Okay.
Yeah,
I put Dr. J because
Yeah.
my thing with him is, first off, great player, but as I said with AI, Dr. J might be one of the most influential players of all time.
Yeah.
All these guys that we watched like in the 2000s, we're dating ourselves a little bit here. We're all 32,
Look at the beard.
31,
It's great.
whatever. But all of our favorite players all say, and Jordan as well, emulated Dr. J.
Yeah,
He was the first
That's
just
a good point.
great
Fly.
athlete, dunker,
Yeah.
could do it all, just a superior athlete.
made the
And
dunk contest?
yes,
Yeah,
exactly. He did.
And Jordan followed
Uh,
suit. Man.
yeah,
Wow.
I know my favorite player who's on this list. We'll get to him.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
always said Dr. J was his big influence. So, and won championships. He was on
Yeah, I wasn't sure how many
one or
championships he
One of the
two.
most recognizable names in the game.
Yes.
Even if you
Yes.
never actually saw him play, everyone knows who Dr. J is.
Yes.
So the casual NBA fans, like, yeah, I've heard of him. Like, or
He
not even an NBA fan.
he was kind of Jordan, Kobe, Vince before they
Kinda
came
hybrid
along.
of those games.
Yes.
Good call.
Yes.
Also the first person to earn his PhD in basketball.
And-
Yeah, that's right.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Dr. J. Good call. Is he on the Dr. Pepper commercials too?
If he's not, he should be.
There you go.
So
We got A or S. Like
I think he's A.
I agree. I
I
agree.
think he's A.
Only
yeah.
just because I never actually got to see him play.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. So we'll go with that, and then we'll take a break. Sound
Yeah.
good? We've been
Agreed.
going through a few here. All right, we'll be back.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
All right, welcome back.
We're back and back to some more players. Go ahead, big dog. Who you got next? We're going.
Who do I have
Nope,
next?
we're going. I don't know.
Is it Derrick Rose? I believe it's Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
guy. See, we all pick different guys, and I forget.
No,
the
I
list
got
we're
the unfortunate event of getting the last person
Yeah,
to pick
yeah,
in
yeah,
this.
yeah.
So
And-
you guys knocked out the top 20 for us pretty quickly.
Yes,
I had
yes.
to pick up the scraps.
Well, I was
Yeah.
even after the first 10 he took, I was like, oh dang, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then
Well, I had to
understood, like, it's
explain what we was doing a
Yeah.
few times here.
Yeah,
It's like, this is not our own list. We're
Yeah,
just doing
yeah.
this.
So the
So.
next guy that was probably in his prime, among being the best that we saw,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but he was just plagued by injuries and it wasn't sustainable.
One of the saddest
Yes.
stories of all time in the
The
NBA.
first victim of Thibodeau overplaying a player.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And bringing him back too soon. Like, I believe that was it, wasn't it, with the knee? And
Yes.
It was.
This
Gosh
is Derrick
dang.
Rose, by the way.
Yeah,
D
Derrick
Rose,
sorry.
yeah.
I guess we buried the lead on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was those Bulls team, and they were bringing back the great Chicago basketball.
I believe he won one MVP.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
He won one. I think they ran into that Heat team, didn't they? One of
Well,
the Heat teams.
I think he got hurt during the playoffs
Yes.
I
against
think
them.
he tried to play through it, and then that's when it went.
I
bad.
think the first time he got hurt
Okay,
in the
okay.
playoffs.
Oh, you mean the original? Okay.
The original one. And
Yes.
then I think he tried to come back about playoff time.
And that was a year that he averaged 39 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
he was bonkers.
I think that was his MVP year.
Yes,
I think
it
so.
was.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know. Yes, the year that they lost.
Yeah.
to the Heat, yes, it was. I was rooting for them against certain one of our friends.
Which Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson averaged higher last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Under
Well,
Thibodeau.
I can't remember for sure, but I was thinking Rose in college might have had an injury scare too. He was at Memphis and he carried that team.
Yes, he did.
Man, if it wasn't for a last second, was that the Mario Chalmers?
Mario
three?
Chalmers.
Oh my gosh, way back. Yeah,
Yes.
that tied it and then they
I,
won it.
I was big on Kansas winning. Still,
Yeah,
still
yeah.
not a Calipari fan. Wasn't back then either.
Yeah.
So a
oh,
guy
it's
that we
crazy.
didn't get to put on our list, but we all mentioned him, Ja Morant. This is the guy that I think Ja
Yeah.
Morant plays like.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I
man.
agree.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
very, very explosive. Not a huge guy, but they're not afraid to dunk on anybody.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So I think that athleticism,
Creative, too.
very similar players.
yeah. I can see
Um,
that.
Hopefully, John Morant's second half of his career goes a little bit better.
Yeah.
He's got to be smarter as far
that's
as
what I started
with
saying.
everything.
If we can
But
avoid some legalities and you know,
he's
just,
also had a couple pretty serious injuries.
Yes, he has.
he has. Yeah, the smaller guys, that's a problem.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
These
yeah.
and the hyper explosive, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
going to be hyper explosive on other things too.
This is a guy, probably one of the only guys on our list that will not make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think this guy probably is between the C and D, and I'm inclined to give him D.
I agree, and it stinks, but I think so. And
He's a D with.
The brightest stars burn the shortest.
Yeah. I'll give it to him. He has hung around longer.
He
than
did
I ever
hang
thought.
around forever.
I mean, he's not the same,
Yeah.
but still, he was still in the NBA.
I think he's still in there. Yeah.
No, he just retired.
Just
Just
retired,
retired.
It's a pretty long career. Who
So
else we got
we'll
here?
put him D.
Next up, we have D.
D-Wade.
Wade.
Oh man, Flash himself.
Oh yeah.
The
really
other
like Wade.
most insane draft class is that 2003
Yes.
draft class
Yep.
that had LeBron, D. Wade, Bosh,
Mello,
Yeah,
Melo.
Mello,
Too, wasn't it?
uh,
LeBron, Mello, then
Darko, the bad pick there by the Pistons.
Oh,
we won't get into that, and we'll
Ooh.
say that for another list. I have a
remember
whole.
like that Jordan draft class back in the day. You
Let's
know?
just say the Pistons made a big mistake.
Yeah, Portland-sized mistake there.
No, it was a dynasty-sized mistake.
Oh, was Portland? I meant passing on Jordan.
No, this was a dynasty
Oh,
in the making mistake.
Oh yeah.
Think about the team they had.
Dang, they had the,
They were
Ben
coming
Wallace,
off
all
of
them.
the finals
Holy crap! How did they ever pick that high? But
trades.
Anyways,
D Wade, and there was another person in that class too. There was a few more, but anyways,
And
D
this guy's
Wade.
got the ugliest statue of all time. Just
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you guys! If you've seen that statue, it is bad.
check it out. It's horrendous, and I don't know how you.
I
can do
I
that,
wish I
by
would
the
have
way.
pulled up the picture of the statue to share to the screen.
I almost put it as the
picture?
picture, but I couldn't disrespect
to him.
D Wade
No.
as much.
And we were art class flunkies, and I think we could've
Probably
done
one
better
of
than
the best finishers at the rim
Yes.
that there
Yes.
has ever been.
that. Oh, dude, he's so electric.
Yeah.
Like the speed.
The Flash
Nuts.
nickname Shaq gave him was perfect.
Yeah. And I hadn't realized that the documentary watching the Redeem team, you know, the role he played off the bench. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that could have not turned out like it did. One for Wade stepping up huge when they had foul trouble. Like that was great. And what did he win? How many titles? Did he win 3?
Three.
Yes.
Three.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
LeBron team, the one before. Shaq.
Yes.
He
The-
won with Shaq as well.
I was
Oh,
thinking,
man.
I was like, didn't Dirk almost win another one? It was that finals
that
where
one?
they lost to Shaq.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm putting him up pretty high, guys. Like
I'm putting him A.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm thinking the same
I
thing.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
And if injuries at the end of his career hadn't happened too, maybe. Who we got next here?
We have
Giannis.
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
This is your guy.
Hey,
This was a guy that
Shout out Owen.
Owen. Yeah.
he's made the list simply because my son
You might have had a
is
rumble at the
huge,
Rogers house if you
Huge
didn't
butt
put him
fan.
on
He
there.
would have kicked my butt if I wouldn't have.
It would not have been good.
No.
We got
no.
ugly.
Me,
But that
Owen
being
and
said-
I have had a lot of arguments about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and
He's pretty
the
passionate.
Celtics team.
That being said, I think he is a guy that is on the path to be a Hall of Famer.
Yes, I agree.
He's a very good player, and he's not undeserving to be on this list.
No, not at all.
So, that being said, he's got a lot to prove yet
Yeah.
before he gets up to where he is with a lot of these people.
Oh yeah. His story is only half written.
Exactly.
You know.
He does have one title.
Yeah.
He's been on a good team pretty much most of his career.
Yeah. Rough
been a
start
couple-
this year, but,
rough start.
you know.
Yeah, real rough start.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers' coaching experience isn't looking very good, but
But a guy that averages close to 30 points a game the last 5 years in a row.
And can't shoot a jump shot.
it's,
Exactly.
yeah.
And
Just
can't.
the human bowling ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shaq says that this is what he would be in today's NBA.
He's not wrong
Yeah.
at all.
Shaq. I'm gonna put Shaq up there with Sir Charles as far as the things they say. Just like
Hey,
Floyd
what?
Bowl.
Shaq's on the list. Just calm
Oh
down.
yeah. That just hit me like the stuff they say.
He's on here somewhere. I don't know where, but he's
so-
here. Oh, I see him.
We're going Giannis a little lower for now.
I'm going to put him in the C category
Yeah.
just because
The
he's got a
title.
lot to be
Yeah.
written.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that.
One of the youngest players on our list. The only one we all three had the thought of. No, there is one more younger than him on the list. I
Yeah.
think.
Luka.
The end of my
Luka.
list had a few. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know which young guy to get.
Jaw was
You know,
very
so-
close to making my list.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Also mine.
Well,
I had him down on my list, and then
I had Tatum with a St. Louis connection up there, and yeah, who we got next?
another guy that is still a current NBA player, but
Yeah.
is probably in the twilights of
Yes,
his
he
career.
I was
is.
like, who is it? And then I saw the beard.
Yes,
Yeah,
the beard.
Exactly.
the beard.
Great
The
way to
beard.
pronounce it. It's James Harden. He started out in Oklahoma City, I believe.
Yes.
With Durant and Westbrook.
Westbrook, yes.
Which
Oof.
should have been a dynasty in itself, but I don't think they ever
Shoulda,
won
coulda,
one.
woulda.
They ran into the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ran into them, I think, twice.
Was that a cap salary, like a cap casualties word I was looking for? Like, why did they trade him? What happened?
Harden wanted to have he wanted to start. He was the sixth
Okay,
man.
that was, that was
He
what it
wanted to
was.
start. And
Gosh,
he
thanks.
wanted to be the
What could've
face of a
been?
He went to
franchise.
Houston and proved why he should
He
have been
did.
started.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
I think they knew it. It was just the
Yeah.
makeup of that team at the time. I mean, you had
There's only one basketball to go around.
and you had
Those
three
together-
guys that needed the ball.
be
Yeah,
honest,
they
though,
don't mesh well.
Houston Rockets, James Harden must be one of the best scorers.
Oh,
of all
yes.
time.
He was.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. I agree. Maybe not much on the defensive side of the ball.
No,
Not
no.
much else, but he could score.
But
Yeah.
he I mean,
Still
top
can't.
5 scorer of all time being on that Rockets team.
Yes.
Like, just dude was.
Yeah,
on
That-
maybe
fire.
one. It's fair to say it's fascinating how his game is
Yes.
He's a great
over the years.
passer.
Yeah.
He started that in Philadelphia.
I
a few years ago.
almost said he was the greatest Rocket player of all time, and somebody said that on Twitter earlier, but he's not. There's one guy who was
Hakeem the
drafted
Dream.
ahead of
Yeah,
Jordan,
yeah.
who
Yeah.
very easily could be on this list.
That's
but-
one you can't really say.
No,
argue
no,
with taking
no.
him over Jordan. He was a
Yeah.
slam dunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Number one pick.
leading all-time leader in blocks. So-
What they win 2 titles? 2, I think, down there.
Yes.
The Jordan Hiatus
When
years?
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Jordan Hiatus years.
Back to Harden, though. Yes,
Yeah.
his way he has changed the way he's played when he got to that Nets team, and then
Yeah.
now with the Clippers is amazing. You never expect
Climbing
that.
Up the all-time
He
scorers
is,
list
yeah.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, it starts as on the longevity case. He's been
Yeah.
here a long time.
Yeah,
So.
he's not as high as Durant, but
No.
Yeah.
Durant's an alien.
I'm gonna put him in the B category just
That's-
because
Okay, I was gonna say
know
C,
what we've
but
got
that's fine.
coming up.
I was gonna say C. But
Okay.
B, C. I can go with that.
I think he's a top 10 all-time scorer.
Throw him in B. Sounds good to me.
I
mean-
say C.
I'm sorry.
All right, we're
Hold
going
on.
C.
The tiebreaker, the beard. Does the beard put him in B?
No.
B for beard.
We're already in C.
No, we're already in C.
Already put him there.
Because I see this next person
Yeah,
going up
and
here,
he's going higher than
and
that.
he does everything that Harden does better,
Yeah.
except
And
for the assist part. But
How about it? Another one from you.
Well, he may be actually. I think he has won the most gold medals
Yes.
in
Oh, yeah.
Olympic
Good
history.
call.
and the
Basically,
highest,
every Olympic basketball record is owned by Kevin Durant.
yeah, he's
Yep.
beat Melo out on all of them.
Yes.
Which is amazing. How many teams he been on? Like 4? Is that right?
I think he
4?
just won his 4th gold medal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Good
all,
for him.
all-time leading scorer, one of the best pure scorers we
Yes.
will ever see.
The Slim Reaper.
And the Slim Reaper, I love it.
Yeah.
Hook 'em horns too.
Yes, he's
back in the day,
Texas.
man.
Um,
Scored like 40 a game in college. He's
Portland,
probably 30, but-
Portland made another mistake there, but that was an injury mistake, unfortunately.
Who did they take over?
Odin, who was hurt.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't blame
By the
him.
way,
No.
the aliens are coming to pick up KD after this year because they're sending back the prototype and sending down Windy.
Yeah.
He was gonna-
Yes.
yeah, there you go. Yep. Say Moonstars, future
Yes.
team here, you know?
Yeah.
Durant modeled his game after my favorite player. We'll get to that later.
Okay,
But he
okay.
did. He said
I
he's
like that.
done. And there's a lot of similarities between the way they play.
I think I know where you're going with this one. But,
7 feet tall, even if he doesn't say he's 7 feet tall.
He says he's 6'10" because he doesn't want to be a center.
Yeah, but he's
like
he's
that.
7 feet tall.
Categorical
He's
place there.
all the pictures where he's taller than like AD and them.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's not what's
starting
on
in college, he started listing himself as 6'10",
Yeah.
even though he was 7 foot.
That's not what's on the pamphlet.
Just-
That's what matters.
I mean, just a crazy scorer. I mean, he can
Yeah.
do it all. The pull-up game is
He's
crazy.
won more titles than I realized with the,
Yeah, he won 2 with Golden State.
Yeah, I started to
yeah.
say 1, but no, I think it's 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Oh boy, is he A?
He's A.
I'm putting him an A.
I'm putting him an A
Yep.
for
Hey,
sure.
Hey, there we go, right off the bat.
All right, Woody.
I love this one. We got the favorites coming through in this.
So this is one that
Katie, come
he's.
Katie, come back. He's right
All right, Woody. We'll talk here. This is a guy not in the Hall of Fame. The only one kind of on the list, not on a trajectory to be a Hall of Famer, already is. But he is going to get in the Hall of Fame in a different way.
I know where we're at
Yeah.
now. Yeah. Kerr. There
Steve
we go.
Kerr. This was Woody here.
I don't know. This was actually you.
I
think,
picked
put him on
this
the
Oh,
guy.
you
spot. He
picked him?
this
Oh,
one.
okay. I
Yes,
thought it
yeah.
was you.
But no, I was the one that was like, hey guys, if you watch The Last Dance, he's the guy that won him that title. Jordan couldn't take the shot. He was nervous.
Yeah.
He said, MJ, I got your back. Just give me the ball. I fell off my couch laughing. I was like, that was great. Said it at the parade and everything. I was like, that's my guy. That's pretty cool.
I just remember playing 2K back in the day, and that just just the best sniper in that game. Just like, he's automatic.
He's money. He's
automatic.
money.
Yeah.
And a heck of a coach. I mean, honestly, like
He is a heck of a coach.
Yeah.
And now he's an Olympic gold medal winner as well.
exactly.
Like I said, he'll get in the Hall of Fame as a coach.
Yeah, he
For
will.
sure.
I mean, he's won a billion titles. Thanks, Steph.
Yes.
There you go. But for this,
A great
exercise-
shooter, also
Yeah.
coaching the greatest shooter
Yeah, he was.
of all time.
And there's something that goes to that, like being able to get guys, big contracts, big egos to play together.
But he's
done it.
also very clutch and should not have made
Yeah.
it to the NBA at all time. If you have never looked up Steve Kerr's story, by the way,
I have
it is
not.
wild.
Good
His
underdog
dad,
story?
no.
Oh.
His dad, let's see, I think he was a preacher because he went to BYU, so he's in
Okay.
all that
Oh, that makes
stuff.
sense, yeah.
His dad went overseas to teach somewhere. I can't remember where. Got murdered. It was like a terrorist murder.
Oh my god.
It's a wild story. Look it up. It is very interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. And then
And then
what
he
did, like,
went and was not supposed to make it to the NBA. Just a regular old John Stockton looking
to show
white
that one
guy,
was working mysterious ways.
and
Look at that. There
he could shoot, and he made it.
That
So,
being said, we're judging him as
Probably
a player, and I'm going
D.
D.
yes, yes.
We've got the hype train rolling. See if you're great. Yeah, you're on the bottom
And
list,
with
buddy.
that, we probably need to head to the break.
We're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all, with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas,
What?
you better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
We are back.
Welcome back.
So give you another one. I think it's still on your guys.
Yeah. So the next up, we've got a big part of all those championships that our last guy, Steve Kerr, has coached us with.
There you go.
And that's Clay Thompson,
Splash
the
brother.
Claymaker.
The Claymaker. Splash brother.
One of the
Love it.
Splash Bros.
Yeah, Start's a heck of a golfer too, but I don't think they
No,
won.
that's
Well, they
the
played
other
together on him and Steph.
Yeah,
they lost the one. I
Steph
think
is a way better.
Steph's
golfer.
better. Yeah, exactly. But,
Luke is kind of learning right now that it's pretty nice having a guy that can just sit back
Yeah,
and shoot threes.
Yes.
it is.
I've noticed now that when Clay steps up for a three, Luca just starts walking back to defense.
That's awesome.
No, I don't know if you
I'm
watched any
saving
of their
my
games
steps,
this year,
so
but
I-
yeah, he won't even cross half court if Clay's got the ball.
Well, that's an element that, hey, if they had that in the finals last year, it might have been more interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they win. But that's what they're
Or if
lacking
Kyrie
severely.
just hits his shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he decided
Yeah.
to show up, that would have helped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He showed up. He just couldn't finish.
I think he's
That
won
is bad.
4 titles.
I believe so.
I think
Yes.
so.
I believe
yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
He was there for
That's
all of
carrying
Steph's,
some weight.
so-
Yeah, he's
known
been there on
to-
all of them.
Man, if he hadn't been hurt like the
Yes.
last few years, that Achilles, wasn't it?
Yes, Achilles, yeah.
Bad injury.
And he was
So-
a big part in all of them. I don't think that he was ever the main part. Steph
No.
was obviously, and then there's Katie was around for a couple of those as well.
He also
Yeah.
owns the record for most points in a quarter and most threes made in a quarter.
right.
And they hit hot Clay is
Is
the most
unreal.
ridiculous thing you will ever
Unguardable.
see.
Just it's going.
Like he goes off more than Steph.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. So what do you think here?
I've got him in either B or C.
I've got
I
him
agree
at C.
100%. Yeah, let's go C. Let's go
Okay.
C. Let's do it.
And now we move to some.
Kobe
We're getting some
Bean
legends
Bryant.
here. Kobe Bean.
Yes.
I love it. Guys, it's right at the top. Like, I love it.
Yeah, it's
The art. It's another one. You go back to that Redeem Team documentary when they brought him in. Just the helmet he brought run through Paul's chest.
This guy may have
It's like-
the best work ethic
Yes.
in
Yes.
basketball history.
Yeah.
He got that whole team.
So
Yes.
if you really think about it, the dude was a psychopath.
He was.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
Straight up.
That's what made him great.
Yes.
Like, he was killer instinct. Like, he did.
Yeah.
And is it safe to say he modeled his whole game like after Jordan?
Yes.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
he did.
Jordan's saying, the one guy that could maybe beat me one-on-one is Kobe because he was me.
He stole all my moves.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah,
said.
exactly.
Yep.
He stole all my moves.
Nobody
And-
worked harder than Kobe.
No.
No.
Mamba mentality.
No.
And after winning 3 with Shaq, Shaq left, they had all that drama. Kobe came back, 3-4 years later. Had Paul Gasol, won 2 more. That cemented his legacy to me.
Yeah.
Getting to 5, doing that, longevity, everything. Kobe checks all the boxes, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And I just love that instinct. I love
So,
Mamba.
Obviously, he's
this
our
is a
first
no-brainer to
one.
me.
First one to
doing
make
it.
that S tier.
He's the first one making the S tier for me,
Stamp
for
of
sure.
approval. Put him
Yeah.
up there on the top. I love it. And here we go from one legend to another, and it's part of that Lakers-Celtics rivalry, right? Got
Place
Larry
a
Bird.
place. I don't know if you. Place I've been
Hick
to lots
French
of
Lick.
times.
Yeah.
The Hick from French Lick.
Hick
I
from
love
French
it.
Lick.
I mean, I remember watching that one video of him where he was doing that shooting documentary and he couldn't miss.
He's like, oh, well, you know me.
Yeah, exactly. I'll bring it back. Oh shoot, I made it. Like, just possibly the best 3-point shooter all time. I know we're talking
No.
Clay too. No, Larry
3-point
Bird?
shooter?
Larry Bird. Yeah.
No.
No.
Who we got over him?
The guy who
Steph
owns
Curry?
the record.
Clay? Yeah. Okay.
No, not Clay.
Steph Curry.
Oh, Steph Curry. I'm sorry.
Reggie
Yeah,
Miller?
That's fair. Reggie
D-
Miller.
d-
Eh,
you
okay.
you
Got
need
him
to.
on
Okay,
He was a
Larry
great
is
scorer.
great,
Larry was a great
but
scorer.
that was not.
That's
You
fair.
need to get your brain checked
Didn't
out a
he
little
win a
bit.
lot of 3-point contests back in the day,
Yeah,
though?
he won.
Okay,
He
okay.
won.
Maybe
And
for his
Okay.
time. He was shooting the 3
Yeah,
before
maybe
the-
I'm thinking of like his time.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he played the whole time with the 3-point
think he
line.
Only 3
Holy crap, that might be true.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did they bring that? Oh, wow.
Somewhere in that time frame.
He
But
was
anyways,
great.
just
A lot
yeah,
of titles.
lots of titles. Had great team, great leader,
And he
super.
was smart. Like,
Yes.
He wasn't the most athletic guy.
One of the
but-
best trash talkers. In
The
Yeah,
best
yeah.
trash talker, and love Buzz Weiser.
There you go. I love Larry Bird. Like, I'm going up there all the way.
You're going S tier for
I'm
him.
going
Okay.
S tier for Bird, yeah.
Okay.
He,
And if you think about it, the popularity of the NBA was made so much higher because of Bird and Magic.
Yeah. Well, didn't they bring back the Lakers-Celtics rivalry?
Yes.
Like, Bird Magic goes
Yeah.
back to Indiana State.
Yeah,
Michigan State.
State national championship game,
Yeah.
and the Magic. I think it was before that. There's a TikTok I seen where he's like, "I went up there to play him, and I'm like, this white guy can play. This white boy is something."
Well, that's what Indiana State, like,
Yeah.
take him that far.
Yes.
Heck of a story. Yeah. I love Larry Bird, so we're going S with him.
Yeah.
Then next up,
the
I think
next
we're gonna put another one
We're
up
on a
there.
roll.
We're on a roll of S
Not
tier.
much to be said here. He's
No.
the all-time leader
Yeah.
in pretty much everything. He's
Yeah.
been around forever.
He's played
We're
forever.
talking about a guy that's averaging a double-double as a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
His longevity and athletic ability is something we
real?
will never see. I don't know.
I don't know how you can do this.
I don't
really
either.
don't.
It's-
Like, I mean, his son's playing.
Jordan's got my heart forever, but this guy's
Yeah.
definitely giving him a run for money for being the best
I know.
of all time.
I know a lot of people
we could have
don't.
a show on that.
You,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like don't like it and stuff, but that Cavaliers title that he got
Oh yeah.
was so
was the team.
Oh
amazing.
no, I was thrilled for that.
That
He
was
went back home and won.
that won so many points for me, and
Yeah.
I'm like, he
Yep,
beat
yep.
the greatest team of all
Yeah.
time,
They
and
were.
did it. They were
They
the
beat the
greatest
Bulls
team.
record by a
Yeah,
game, didn't they?
he
Yeah.
beat
It's
them,
amazing.
and that finals was one of the best things. I watched every
Yeah,
game. One of the best things I've ever seen.
Is that one of the coolest blocks of all time?
Yes,
He
the
had
great
that-
one of the
yeah,
greatest
yeah,
blocks
yeah.
of all time. I mean, it's LeBron. You can
he
say
kinda
whatever.
Really just made the pinning the ball to the backboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
He
kind of
did,
his
he
thing.
did.
that
The
he
chase
started.
down
Yeah,
block.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I've not been a LeBron fan through the years, but I can't.
He's a clear S tier. He's
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
He's a top 2 player of all
He's
time.
even won
Yeah.
4 titles, I think.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
And the
I-
argument can definitely be made for it being the best of all time.
yes.
It can be. Yes, it can
Yeah.
be. I'm not going to say it, but it can be.
I
I'll give
will
you
say one thing on it: he has way better competition.
Yes.
that. It's fair. That's fair. See, that's my thing when you talk.
You
start
can't
talking
compare
this-
eras. You
Yeah,
can't, and like, that is always my thing when
And
it
that's
gets
with a
brought
lot
up.
of
I'm like,
sports.
you
It's
just
like-
can't compare eras.
No, there's different dynamics to the teams, the setup.
Like,
I mean, they
I
made
mean,
rules for Jordan back
yeah,
in the day. Like,
yeah.
you know. So,
Could Babe Ruth hit Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not. Who knows?
Kill him in a
But-
hot dog eating contest, though.
That's right.
Okay, so next up, we have a current player, a guy that's actually only been around in the league for about 6-7 years
Yeah.
now. Has always kind of fell short of where everyone thought he should be because he's been projected to be the MVP every year that he's been in the league almost.
That's a
he
pretty
always
lofty
has,
goal.
But he has an injury that stops that from happening.
Oh, I
almost
see where you're
every
going.
year.
Yeah, I was like,
So the possibilities with Luka are endless.
Yes.
But we haven't seen him achieve his peak yet. In
That's
my opinion.
fair. That's
So-
fair.
We've seen flashes of it.
And this is hard to judge a guy that's, would you say, 6 years into
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Like-
he's only 24, 25 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
started.
And the
too.
thing
Oh, yeah.
is, talking to that, I have heard about Luka Doncic
since he
for-
was a
since he
high
was-
schooler.
He was
no,
playing-
since he was 13
I
or
started saying, look at a
14.
13-year-old playing in a professional league.
Yes, he
Yes.
was playing on Barcelona.
Good Lord,
I mean,
that's not
he's been coming and heard about him coming to the
That's
NBA
exactly
for
legal.
so long, and then
Yeah.
he still lived up to what it was.
Yeah, that's
And he's not
the
that
pressure of
athletic.
that. That's who you look at him.
He
how did
he
you do
plays in slow motion.
He's
It looks
that
like.
typical European player that looks like he's just been
Well, it's-
eating and dragging
yeah.
cigs on the side of the sideline all game, and he just
Looks like a guy off the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, comes in, plays. It's like, but he knows his spot where he needs to be, what he's doing, when he's shooting. Like, it's amazing. It's like a step ahead. But for this, I think we've got to put him at the bottom.
I've got to put him in the D category
Yeah.
just because he's got
Yeah.
so much more to be done.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. So we'll put him there. And then we got another on the other end of things. This is one of my guys, Magic Johnson.
Yep.
We talked about him, Larry Bird, the rivalry, everything. Showtime.
Probably one of the best passers of all time,
Yes.
if not the best passer of all time.
I mean,
Him
so you
and
get called
him
back,
and Stockton, one of the two.
Yes, that's arguably
Yeah.
who was better. Yeah.
The
I don't
point,
know.
the point forward, basically, because
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
6'8". He was
So
kind
tall.
of he was LeBron before LeBron came, because there's a lot of
agree.
similarities. LeBron's game is way closer to Magic than anyone
That's a
else.
fair point. And
It's
they could
way
literally
closer.
Both play any position on
Yes.
the court, which
Yep.
is crazy to think
Except
about. you know?
LeBron's half a foot taller.
No, they're the same
Oh, they
height.
are, okay.
They're the same height.
6'8",
I thought
right?
the Magic was
No.
like 6'2" or something.
No,
Oh, no,
Magic
no,
is
no.
6'8".
That's what's amazing, someone that big.
He started as a rookie. Kareem got hurt in the finals when he was a rookie,
Mm-hmm.
and Magic started as a center, and they
Okay.
won that.
Yes, exactly. It's the versatility. Like,
Yes.
he was amazing. I mean, he had a little issue with his career cut short.
Yeah.
But, if it wasn't for that, I mean, gosh dang,
Had
he
to-
might be a guy up there as all time. Like,
I mean, he is up there.
Yeah.
Any
I
which
mean, in
ways.
the argument of the greatest.
Yes.
Okay.
He is a great, but, and I'm putting him in S.
Yeah,
Like-
he's up
Yeah,
there.
I
A lot.
mean-
You can't say Magic without Bird,
Right,
Either.
right,
so we
right.
can't put them in different tiers here.
It's a cool, it's like the Brady Manning.
And the
you know, like
Showtime too, Lakers. I mean,
Yeah,
he made a must
They were
see,
fun.
and
They-
you never knew what he's gonna do with this passing.
Yeah. Hey, you know they're great when they make a documentary off of it. So there
Yeah.
you go, the Showtime one. Who we got next here? You're gonna have to help me out on this one.
Next up, we have
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, okay.
the
okay.
revolutionary of the
Dude, and the
Finger
greatest
wag.
commercial. Yeah,
No.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
do deep. You gotta talk like.
I don't know if I got that in there.
a great blocker, and that's really about all we've got to say
Great
about him.
defender. Dang
Great
it,
defender.
great
Many
defender.
time, multiple
He had to win
defensive player of the
defensive
year.
Player of the year. I don't know how many.
Yeah.
But many.
Yeah.
times.
Hall of Famer, and he
was-
was mainly just for defense.
Yeah,
is
a
what
great
he was.
personality, a humanitarian too. If I
Oh,
say.
just yeah,
Humanitarian.
he was the
Big heart.
NBA's global ambassador
He
for
was.
reasons.
Yes.
Look at what he brought global.
Yes.
That's right there. So I put him up there. Oh boy, this is a tough one.
It's
I
gonna be
don't know.
tough. Just
In the mid range, would you go B?
He's either B or C.
I'm
gonna go
the
B.
I think the B range has got a gap there that we need to fill in.
I agree. We need to make it more.
Well, yeah, but I think
Yeah.
there's some coming up that'll
well, how
fill
many
it.
titles did they win? Did Houston? Did he win?
No, I don't think
Any?
he did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
I
because of
could
that.
see
I'm gonna
C.
make the C.
Yeah,
C.
I'm gonna
let's
make
go
the
C.
argument
I
for
think
C.
we'll have a lot of B's
Yeah.
here.
I get this Houston team's years mixed up with him and Hakeem, but he was
No,
before.
no, he was at Houston with Yao. It was
Yeah.
not anywhere close.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He
He's
was-
the guy that is apparently not as good at 3-pointers as Larry Bird.
Allegedly. We go right here. Yeah. I gotta look at the little screen there.
It's
Yeah.
Reggie.
Dude,
Yes.
and the choke.
The choke,
I
the
love
all
it.
time of beating the Knicks there, and
Would
just,
he be up there trash talkers too?
yes,
With,
Yes.
with like
Very
Bird,
much.
But yeah, that's
Although
what
you
I
know,
thought.
he doesn't talk trash to that cat, or the black
That-
cat as he called
yeah,
him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't talk trash to that man.
fun fact: not the best basketball player in his family.
Sister? I do remember reading on that. Yeah, I don't know. She got to have some game then.
She's a basketball Hall of Famer too, a multi-time WNBA championship.
That's right. Yeah, he's another one though. Like a lot of these, Jordan era. Like,
Yeah.
What would that Pacers team have won?
Now I will say the
They
Pacers.
would have been in the finals every year.
For the end of the Jordan
the
era.
end
Yeah,
of
like
it, they actually lost to Shaq in a
Yes.
that was a real good
There's some very
series.
loaded.
Yeah, they had
Well,
some
we were
good
talking
teams.
about-
Now, the Mouse of the Palace also hurt them because that team was
Oh my gosh, I forgot
that team
O'Neal
was
suspension,
good.
All that.
That
They
team was
lost a lot.
very very good.
Yeah,
That-
they were.
It was going to be them or Detroit in
Yeah,
the
you're
finals
right,
for
you're right.
sure before
So-
that happened.
But he had the 3-point record you said for Steph. Like,
Yeah.
the longevity was there.
And the
title,
weird
but-
way he shot with
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
his
I just-
wrist
I actually
touching.
think he had it before Ray Allen. And then
Yes,
Ray Allen.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I forgot
before Ray.
Allen. Yep,
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably go B on this one.
I'm gonna go B as well.
Yeah, I think
And,
B.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think we probably better take a break and we'll come back and wrap this up here, guys. So yeah, sound good?
Yes.
Be back.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you could be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
And we are back.
We're going to try to wrap this up, so we're going to be a little bit more rapid fire with these last 12
Yeah.
or 11, so we can
Except for
talk
a
more
few
about
that
it
hit.
at the end.
Yeah. So we're going to go Pippen. Right?
Scottie
It's one
Pippen.
of my guys, Scottie Pippen. Like the best, would you say Batman and Robin? Maybe one of the best Robins of all time?
Yes. Yeah.
And even when Jordan stepped away, he still took him. People forget about that. That Bulls team was still good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, didn't get it done, but
Not necessarily. I don't think he has one of the better attitudes in basketball.
No,
Well,
no,
I
I don't.
We've had a few guys on the list.
Yeah.
You could question that from
Right.
time to time and
Right.
some others. But still, honestly, he was a great player in his own right. Won 6 titles. That looks pretty good.
Yes.
And, you know, when he left Chicago, like, he was the tail end of his career, in all fairness. Like, it wasn't really quite the same. I'm going to probably throw him in there. How do you guys think in the BC range?
I think he's an A.
A, okay.
I think he's an A as well.
Okay,
I
sounds good.
He's a Hall of
6
Famer,
titles,
no
that
doubt.
does- Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is my guy throwing
he
out
was,
there. Is like, I didn't want to be
he
too
was
easy.
along the lines of the point forwards as well,
Yeah,
of that kind of
he
revolution of being a tall guy. Also, amazing defender.
Yes.
You know what? That's fair. Yeah,
So-
put him in. He was very good defensive.
That whole Bulls team had a lot of really great defenders.
Yes.
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 Yeah, they went from Horace Grant, the first go around, man in the middle, to Rodman.
Yeah.
The second one, like,
Yeah.
it's forgotten.
All
This
right.
is your guy.
Mr.
Russ-
Triple Double.
The walking
the
triple
walking.
double.
Yeah. We're talking good attitudes. Hey.
Yeah, well, I mean, the last few years he's kind of really tailed off. I think that he's been referred to as Russell Westbrook. The guy can't shoot anymore, but that's
No.
kind of not his story. He was a great player for every bit of 10 to 15 years.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
I said, he averaged, I think
He did average a year of a triple-double,
Yes.
which is just
I think that year,
insane.
He might have averaged one Sports Center top 10 a night. Is
Yeah,
that about right?
And
He was,
yeah,
every time
also
he turned
one
on,
of
he
the
was
most
like,
exciting players you would ever see. I
was
always said I would love to see him in the dunk contest, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if he was that kind of dunker. But his in-game dunks are great.
He's another one that I guess along the lines of Wade as far as quickness. Like those guys are just like, holy crap.
He's just mad at the rim too.
Yeah, angry, very angry.
This is a guy that, like, if you were just watching basketball today, you would think that is not a very good player.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for me,
but-
Westbrook is either an A or a B.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go B.
I'm gonna go B.
I'm gonna go B.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
like,
go
if you look
B,
at the
but-
whole scope of the career.
But I will say the triple doubles is
he's-
almost puts him in A for me because
I
that
think
is
that he
so
leads
impressive.
all-time triple
He does.
doubles
He
by a lot.
He passed the
I have
Big O.
no idea.
Yeah.
He
That's
passed the Big O, who
So-
was the king of it at first.
Well, it's your guy. Put him where you want.
We're gonna go B.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, oh man, we got another legend here.
Oh yeah, one of the
Big
greatest.
Diesel. I love it.
Shaquille
Guy that,
O'Neal.
Kobe says that if he had the work ethic of himself, he'd have been the best of all time.
Honestly, yeah.
He
I
is.
agree.
Yes.
He would have, but
I
you
agree.
can't change his personality, and
Exactly.
we all love his
Well, it makes him
personality.
lovable. Yeah,
and who can
you're
have
right.
the work ethic of Kobe?
Yeah, as I said,
Yeah.
a psychopath.
Honestly, it might have killed him being that big.
There's only been two of them of all time.
Yes, I
You
just
got
think
one in there right now.
back to.
And-
Let's think back to
yeah.
how athletic
He may have
Shaq
that
was in
mentality.
college
Mhm.
with the LSU. How many rims did he
There,
break?
Shaq is an anomaly, and all you younger guys don't understand. And like Gobert saying, "I can lock Shaq up." No, you
No,
couldn't.
you couldn't.
No.
No, not. Back
I
in
like
his
what
prime.
Richard Jefferson said. He's like, I went by and I just like fly by as he dunked it,
Mhm.
and I thought he broke my arm. And Shaq looked at me. He's like, "Do that again, I'm gonna break it."
I'm gonna. Don't try me, blue guy. Get off me.
People don't realize that there was a lot of big NBA players, big white guys
Yeah.
that were just employed just to foul Shaq.
Just a foul Shaq. Yeah, hack a Shaq.
That was all. That was the only reason they were in the NBA.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about Westbrook with the shooting. I was thinking Shaq free throws the whole time.
Well, yeah.
I was like, man, if he could have shot
Well,
him
it
at
looks like
60.
he's holding an egg.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he did. But if he could have shot him at like a 60% clip, how much higher would he have been?
I'm really like, I've always wondered why he didn't just try to start doing the one-handed thing.
Nah.
Yeah, that'd been interesting. Or just he should have just thrown it off the rim as hard as he could.
I ain't boxing that guy out. No. Get out of the way. Here comes the train.
For
I'm
me,
going-
I'm going A. I'm not
I'm
gonna put
going
him in the
S. I'm
Okay.
going S. That's where I'm at. It's up to you guys. but-
I'm the last vote here, and he was on my list. And I love Shaq so much, and I think he's one of the most biggest athletic freaks of all time. I'm going S.
I'm going S. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going
just
S.
What he brought was a different dynamic than about anybody.
You young guys do not understand what Shaq was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look
And
back
the
at
tattoos
Zion
and
playing
the-
college, and that's what
Except 7 feet 1.
Taller, yeah. Maybe more athletic too. What he was in college,
Perhaps,
Shaq,
yeah.
oh,
Young Shaq was definitely more
unreal.
athletic.
Yeah.
absolutely.
An absolute anomaly.
This is kind of funny. I didn't realize this. We go polar opposites.
Yes.
We go from Shaq.
2. Now we got
Yeah,
Steph.
yeah. Oh,
6'1".
He's like, why do you shoot
And-
so many threes? Because that scores more than a 2.
Yeah.
Come on, and add it up.
Steph says when they start giving you 3 points for a dunk, he'll start
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
That was it. All time quotable, dude. And the golf game he's got, like, I love Steph.
Steph
I don't know
is
how you do it.
amazing.
Great
You can-
personality
you-
too.
Well, yeah, how small he was, Davidson. You remember
Yep.
those teams in college? Oh my lord, he brought them. How far was that? Like elite?
16 or 8. One
I
of the
think
two.
so. And he was literally hitting stuff from half court.
Oh, yeah.
Like little guy. He was not recruited at all hardly. Ended up in Davidson, and just his story to me alone, and what he's became like.
Well, he's so influential. Completely
yeah.
changed the game of basketball
He's
is
a
what
good
he
dude,
did.
too. Like he really seems chill.
You know, now you're seeing all these other guys, and like nobody plays in the paint like they used to, and that's because of Steph.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
These guys that changed the game, I rank really high.
Yes,
really do.
I mean, greatest shooter of all time. I don't know.
My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah, Woody. I don't know if anybody will beat him on that. Most threes of all time.
It's
Best
tough to
highest
say,
shooting
but,
percentage.
it's gonna be tough.
It's going to be
Anytime
very
I think
tough.
Someone won't. They do. So I
Yeah.
don't know, but it's amazing.
I don't think anyone's going to beat
He's got 4
LeBron's
titles, is that-
record
Yeah, I
of
agree.
points, but
what's he
4
got, 4 titles?
titles, Olympic gold medals.
It's up to you guys.
He's an
That's
S
right.
tier for me.
Okay, I'm fine with it. These guys changed
I'm
the
okay
game.
with
I put them
S
up there.
tier.
We say we backloaded this a lot. We really did.
I just hit upload. I didn't give it I didn't give it a.
It's kind of
thing.
fun this way.
But Steph means so much to the game of basketball,
Yes,
and is
absolutely.
one of the most influential guys of all time. When
This
we look
next
at
guy
it,
was influential for me. This is my Canadian, my baller.
I believe this guy won a couple MVPs.
He did.
He did. Steve Nash, buddy. Dude, the long hair, everything. Lucky number 13 he wore, too. Like, the dude, those Phoenix Suns teams, I'm not saying near the best teams of all times, but one of the most fun.
Most fun to watch.
You agree?
Him and Amari and the Matrix and Boris Diaw, Joe Johnson for a little bit.
Oh, it worked great.
Leandro Barbosa. Leandro Barbosa out there too.
It's funny because this will coincide with the next guy we talk about. But my dad was a huge Spurs fan, and I loved the Suns back then. Every year got to the stinking playoffs, and the Spurs, the fundamentals, the way they just locked them down, it's like it's no fun. It's like, yeah, but they know how to play the game. They play it right. I'm like, well, I want to see my lobs and everything. Cool, didn't win you one game in the series, but Nash played for forever. He was so much fun to watch. So creative. Love those guys. Little white guy, very creative. Just threw stuff around up there. I loved him. He. In my heart, he's an S, but not for this board. Like,
I had him between A and B.
I have him as a B.
I agree. B, that's fine.
I have him as a B.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't think he ever won a title, did he?
No.
No, he did not.
Very close, but no.
Now we have
won a couple of them.
Quite possibly the most underrated player of all time, and now I'm thinking about it, and I'm really having a hard time where I'm going to put him on this tier because he is the most underrated player of all time.
He was. He was quiet. He went about it, did his business. I respect the heck out of that.
You couldn't do nothing with him.
No, you couldn't. And it was like you'd think.
They said they couldn't even talk to him.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he would just say, "Yep." I made that shot on you.
Yeah.
That was just trash talk. I think it was KG who said that, and he's
trying
like,
to get him fired up. He would, and everything. He's like, "This is no fun."
Yeah,
and that's what made him great. He was level-headed.
I'm not going to put him S, but I'm okay with him being A.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're not even talking about him enough because he's so underrated.
Yeah,
but
it's
I mean,
hard to like point to a moment. He just won.
He just won because
Spurs won.
One of the greatest defensive players of all time.
Yeah.
Multiple time All NBA, multiple time MVP, Hall of Famer.
How many MVPs he won? Did he win an Olympic gold too?
Oh yeah. I mean, just one of the greatest players of all time. Doesn't get talked about because he wasn't fun.
Yeah, he's MMA. Didn't he train MMA?
I don't possibly. He's on the Spurs coaching staff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It does. It's wild looking.
With his demeanor.
But yes, A tier. I agree.
Yeah.
What we got?
I'll be the one talking here.
The highest prime.
We got the shooting star that was Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac.
You guys know in middle school that was my dude.
Yeah,
I was the
shoes too.
I had the shoes, I had the jersey, I had everything.
I remember that.
I love the shoes.
He was great.
One of Kobe said he's the hardest player he had ever had to guard. Because he said he could do everything I could do, except he was 6'9" and had a 43-inch vertical.
Yep.
Not the highest jump in his family. We'll get to that. But
we'll get to that pretty quick.
His ability to score was just insane. Could do it on all levels.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. He was so athletic. He did
fun to watch too.
he modeled more after Pippen. His biggest mistake, and if you look at his career, he had like the most terrible luck of all time. From the moment he went from Toronto and Tim Duncan was supposed to go with him to the Magic, to getting to Houston and Yao goes down.
Yeah,
and it was just everything that he did was just it didn't work out.
Yeah.
13 points in 35 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It was unreal what he could do. I mean, where you want him at? It's your guy. Like
I put
I'm
him.
not gonna complain.
Gosh, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
he should be B.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, we put my guy Nash there.
But my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
I went to many Rockets games in Indy, and he was just so fun to watch. If he wouldn't have got hurt, what would have happened with him?
And this next guy, you're talking fun to watch.
His cousin.
His
cousin.
One of the best dunkers ever.
The best dunker of all time.
Olympics.
The best dunker. The Olympic.
Like,
I think that was FIBA, but still,
Oh, okay.
It was FIBA International, the dunk contest that T-Mac and Steve Francis is in, and T-Mac didn't want to be in it because he told Vince, "I know what you can do." Vince is like, "Yeah, but I know what you can do," and he's like, "I'm not winning." This is somebody with a 43-inch vertical being like, "No, I can't win. I can't beat you."
And then didn't he actually become a better shooter towards the end?
His
of career?
longevity was insane.
He could hit threes.
Yes.
Later.
He's still playing around in some like.
No,
other-
No. He's still in some pro league over
No.
in like,
No, he
Saudi
just
Arabia or
just
something.
went in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He just went in the Hall of Fame. He was
No,
part.
he's not trying to play somewhere
No,
stupid.
he was in that '96 draft class, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
I believe a couple of years ago he was still playing.
He
like,
was.
Big Three.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, some sideshow.
Yes.
And
then-
if Mac would have stayed with him in Toronto, I think
Yeah.
they would have. They were the team that possibly could have upseeded the Lakers.
That could have. That could have been something. I don't know on this. Did he ever win a title?
I'm gonna throw him in the D category because I think that he's more of a dunker than he is.
Nah.
He was a scorer though. He was.
I think he's a
I was gonna
C.
go higher. Yeah, yeah. I
He's
think-
a C.
I
You're
think
okay with C? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really am.
His peak wasn't as high as T Mac, as where T Mac was a top 3 player in the league at one time. But he was always very solid and one of the most fun to watch of all time.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we
This
gotta get
next
through these
guy,
three pretty quick.
Well, this one I don't have a whole lot to say. Will the still?
Will
he was
Still.
amazing. I mean, it's not like we can really say we watched or.
The first.
The 100-point game doesn't have any footage.
Could they?
That's
did
been a
they
big
count
thing
that?
here lately.
Yeah, it
That's
has.
been a big thing here
Yes,
lately. Is that
but-
there was a thing like high school games were being
Well,
televised.
how many
at
Babe
that
Ruth
point.
home runs did we have recorded back in the day? You know what I'm saying? If you start poking holes at that, it's like,
More than we have of his footages of games.
I don't have a clue.
And it was 30 years sooner.
But for this exercise, he was
Yeah.
great. I mean, was he the first true big man?
No, he was the first super crazy athlete in any
fair. That's a
any
good way to put
sport.
it. Yeah, yeah.
He was 7'1" and ran track.
He was also like a foot taller than most of the people he was playing against.
No,
That helps.
Yeah.
did you not hear? He ran track and was like a
Yeah,
Olympics level sprinter.
Right. Was a foot rounder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys want it pretty high? I think you
A.
I'm okay with him being A.
A.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
him.
Let's go A. Yep. Then we got.
Yao. Who put him on? Was it you?
It was
This
me.
guy.
Okay.
It was me.
I thought about it.
Cultural diversity there. I like it. There you go.
Played with T Mac. I watched so many of those games, and they were just injuries.
Yeah. I will say he owned Shaq.
Yes.
In matchups at the beginning, like dominated him. Yeah,
A
actually.
guy that
was
rivaled
Shaq on
Shaq.
Lakers.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
So, I
he
mean,
did.
He was
Wow.
very, very good
I
in
mean,
the
he's a Hall of
NBA.
Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
And I mean, what he did for the game, growing it. You know, that's
it-
huge.
Him at 7'6" with the touch that he
He
had.
was
That's
the
fair.
first actual defector from China that came out.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't want to say it 'cause
Yes.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he was the bridge of that.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was.
yeah.
He was.
And then Kobe going to China, didn't that transform a lot of the game over there?
It
Like
did.
started doing that.
Possibly.
So I'm giving that to you. That's impressive.
T Mac has a huge following in China because they played together.
Makes sense.
That being
yeah.
said, due to the people that we
Yeah.
have on this list, I've got him in the D category.
Ooh.
I was thinking C.
I think C.
Okay.
I
If
say
we
C,
if we put
like-
Matumbo in C, I think we should put
Yeah.
Fair.
That's
Very
fair.
good, fair point.
And that brings us. Did we just save the best for last?
Yeah, we did.
But yeah,
Um,
the legend. I'm gonna say the GOAT. I don't care about the argument. The GOAT
I'll give him
for
1A,
me.
1B,
Yeah.
the LaRusso style.
Yeah.
Tied for first.
Yeah, tied for first.
Michael Jordan.
Amazing. I mean, they changed. He's another one you talk about changing the game.
Changed the game.
This one, do we even have to talk about?
No,
He
I
was
mean
just
there's
unreal.
documentaries. There's the Last Dance. There's the Olympics where he couldn't walk around. He was at that time he was the most famous person on earth. Not the most famous sports person.
People see him
Exactly.
over the
The
president,
most
over-
famous person on
It was him and
earth.
Babe Ruth that were recognized, like the most recognized name in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, 90s basketball. No one held
The
a candle
f-
to
the
him. Is that fair
first-
to say?
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
Philly keep him winning titles. Like he was just. I have no more words for it. He was unreal.
Six
Unreal.
years old. First time I can remember watching sports. 1st thing I watched the flu game.
Yeah, yeah,
My parents didn't really care for sports at the time, but we watched that.
yeah. It's motivational.
Yeah.
Jazz poisoned him.
And
Well, we don't know.
2 in the morning. Maybe that's a bad idea. There was a lot of sketchy stuff Last Dance on that, but you know, just all he did, and I mean, if
He's
he
still
and he
doing
tried to play pro baseball in the middle of all this.
Yeah,
Like,
he
to
did.
come back off that and win 3 more. and
most
be the guy.
recognizable name in sports.
And I mean, Space Jam too. You know,
Yeah.
Come on, he beat the aliens, guys. What more we got to say?
That's fair.
So,
Yeah.
That's fair.
He rescued him. So
Case
yeah,
closed.
he's
Go.
up there.
He's S.
There we go. Beat that, LeBron.
I guess.
This has been fun, guys. Oh man.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, we are way out of time.
We're a
Yeah.
little over, but hey.
But
yeah.
it's been fun.
It has.
Thanks everyone for watching. And,
Yeah, like, subscribe, all
We
the
hope
good
to do
stuff.
some more of these
Yes.
list episodes
Absolutely.
in the future. And thanks. We'll
Yeah.
see you again next week.
That's
See you
right.
later.
See you guys.